Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley Vinay, and thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video, I wanted to talk about a story that I saw that was viral. There was a woman who got flued out, and when she met up with the guy who flew her out, he was expecting her to have sex with him, and she refused and didn't want to. So in return, he canceled her ticket home, and he canceled her hotel accommodations, and he took her back to the airport. And a lot of people were talking about the man for being wrong and saying that he was lame, he was whack for doing that, and just there was a lot of conversation about it. So when I saw the story, I just shook my head because I thought that the expectations with being flown out or flued out is that, you know, the person pays for your hotel accommodations, your plane ticket, maybe give you some money or some gifts in exchange for, you know, some sexual favors. That's how I thought the whole being flued out thing worked. So I was kind of confused by her response. And I don't know, I feel like things could go a lot, you know, a lot more dangerously than they did, because anything could have happened when you meet up with somebody that you've just met through DMs on IG or on the internet. Anything could happen to you. You're putting yourself in a potentially harmful situation. You know, in that situation, I think it turned out ideal for her, because what if she would have arrived to that hotel and there was not just one guy there, there was 10, 20 guys there, and, you know, things could have went horribly awry. Or even possibly, what if the guy's reaction wasn't just to take you back to the airport, it was to actually harm her? Like, what if he attacked her or, you know, sex trafficked her or anything? Because this is a stranger, and you have to kind of think about that when you're meeting up with people. Maybe it's because the way I think is a little different, but I don't know. I just thought, like, also, whenever you're in a situation like that, it's always good to have your own money, because even if things, you know, even if the guy wasn't in having an expectation for sex, anything could have went, you know, wrong. You could have met in person and not been compatible, or, you know, gotten into it or really disliked each other, and you need to get out of there fast. And in that instance, you always need to have some cash or credit cards or something available so you can cover your own self in that situation. It's just like setting yourself up for failure. You don't know what to expect. And everybody was saying the man was wrong, the man was this, the man was that. But I thought about it in a different light. I'm sure they've been talking for months. The guy's been flirting with her, and you can tell by how somebody's flirting with you the level of expectation. Like, and if you go along with it, you're setting the expectation up, you know, that you're okay with that. And if he was flirting with her, and, you know, the flirting got sexual, if she didn't, you know, like that, she should have, you know, brought it down. But I'm sure she didn't. You know, she didn't bring the level of flirting down to a level that she was comfortable with and put the guy in his place. She went along with it for the free trip, and knowing that she wasn't going to sleep with him, and just thinking she was going to get these things for free. So I think you have to kind of, you know, be prepared for that. In any situation, it could have just went horribly wrong. And I think, too, it's wrong to just use somebody for free stuff. I'm sorry. And I know when you're young and you're a pretty girl with a nice body, I'm sure, you know, people just give them things for free. But at the same token, I think it's not right to use somebody just because you can, you know. So the whole thing was a mess. I personally don't think it was wrong, because if I have expectations for something and I don't get it, it's like, go ahead, you can go ahead, I don't need you no more, go ahead, go home. Because I'm sure she set up those expectations. She was playing comfortable with it. As long as she was going to get a free trip, free gifts, money, a hotel stay, she was comfortable with it. But when it actually became, you know, real for her, she was like, oh, I'm not sleeping with him for whatever reason. But I think you should establish that in the beginning. And I'm not judging her in no form, shape, or way, because I did some dumb stuff in my 20s. So I get it. When you're young, you don't think about it. You don't think about the situation that you put yourself in. But then something that just is a little bit different from me, I would have learned from that situation and felt embarrassed, like, and so stupid, like, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm out here without no flight or no hotel bag and no money. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I would have felt like this is my fault for putting myself in this situation. I wouldn't have gotten on social media and blasted him, because ultimately that's like exposing yourself to the world, that you do stupid things like this and you don't think. You just go and you think because you're pretty, because you got a nice body, that people are supposed to just give you their money. And if that was the case, if he was just flying you out for company, he could have went to a club, he could have went to a bar and grill, he could have met, there's women everywhere. He could have went to the gas station and just chatted up somebody and got their phone number. But obviously y'all have been talking back and forward and y'all were building up something, and he wanted to, he wanted to act on what y'all had built up. So I don't think he was wrong. He was mad and the situation was bogus, but when you are young and you don't think, you just act, and you're thinking like with vanity, stuff like that could happen. It could have been worse. So hopefully she learned from this, and hopefully he did too. If you guys saw the clip that was viral about the lady who got flued out, you guys comment down below and tell me what you all think, and let's talk about this in the comments. Until our next video, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.